me as I dance under the spotlight. Listen to the people screaming out more and more, 'cause I create the feeling that keep them coming back. Yeah, I create the feeling that keep them coming back. So captivating when I get it on the floor. Know you've been patiently waiting, I know you need me, I can feel it. I'm a beast, I'm an animal, I'm that monster.
Ever since the beginning of time, people have been looking for ways to communicate efficiently. People communicate for social, economic, and political reasons. Before modern-day technology came about, many people wrote letters back and forth to stay in touch with people both near and far. About 40 years ago, the internet came about to the public. Before then, it was used as a way for the military to communicate. When social networking began, the main places were BBS, a bulletin board system, CompuServe, and AOL. The BBS and CompuServe allowed its users to share files and access news and events. AOL, American Online, was the beginner closest to the social networking sites we have today. It allowed its members to have a profile and list things about themselves. Sound like anything going on now?
Okay, so for English, my group is doing a project on social networking about how it's evolved over time and how it's changed human interaction. Is it okay if I ask you some questions about that?
Sure.
Okay. Well, my first question is, do you remember when computers first came about and what they looked like?
Yes, they were like a manila color. They were really bulky. They weren't flat screens like they are now. And the screen was like black, and they had like white letters on them, and you could do like some kind of computer programming type stuff on there, but nothing more than that.
Okay. So what did y'all use to communicate with each other, since y'all couldn't necessarily use computers?
What age are you talking about?
From the moment you started, I guess, interacting with your friends. So
Well, I mean, I'm not that old. So
So
in all the classrooms, you had computer labs you would have to go to. And in there, you would learn typing. And you would learn, we would have, Word, what was it called? Word is processing or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember using the web.
Okay. Like I said before, how did you talk to your friends?
Friends? The telephone.
The telephone.
Yeah.
What were y'all's cell phones? About how big were they?
The cell phones were normally in the cars. It wasn't like a something you carried around with you.
Right.
Cell phones were things that you had in the car, in the console of the car. It's when I remember, and they had they still had they still had what do you call cords? Yeah, they said a cord.
Okay, so you had the pagers too, didn't you? Or beepers?
I had a beeper when I turned 14.
Can you explain to me how that works?
Well, the beeper it's like a number, but once they beeped you, you couldn't answer it. Of course, they just put their number in there, so you could go to you could be in the house. They could have just called your house, and you would just call them on your home phone, or if you had you had to stop and use a pay phone to call people back. But at least you knew at any time there was somebody trying to get in touch with you.
So you knew when somebody was trying to get in touch.
Right.
Okay. So when the internet and email came about, did that make anything easier to communicate for you?
Definitely, it made things easier. I guess the first thing that really came out was email. But I don't know if it made anything easier, because it was still easier to just call instead of waiting for the response.
Right.
So I don't know if the email actually made it easier.
As the internet and computers became more popular in households, Classmates.com and 6degrees.com were launched, allowing people to look for others. At first, Classmates did not allow its users to create profiles, but later it allowed it. It became a hit and still is today. 6 Degrees, on the other hand, didn't do so well. It was one of the first sites to allow the members to create profiles, invite friends, and create groups, but later it crashed. Also, after this site, other sites were created concerning certain groups. In 1997, AsianAvenue.com was created. It was later followed by BlackPlanet.com in 1999, and in 2000, Mi Gente was founded. In 2002, social networking boomed when Friendster was created. A year later, MySpace was launched. For a while, it was at the top of the social networking sites. It targeted adolescents by music, music videos, and just being more teenage friendly. Now we have Facebook, which is at the top of social networking. It was created by Mark Zuckerberg, a Harvard sophomore at the age of 19. Facebook now has 50 million users.
Okay, it's recording.
So, hey, do you have Facebook?
No, I don't have a Facebook.
Okay, so do you think Facebook is, well, have you heard about Facebook?
Yes,
Okay, so do you think it's good or bad?
it's both.
Why?
It's good because you're able to like talk to your friends online, but then also bad because like if you might meet someone who you think is a good person, but then they end up like stalking your stuff, or people can put mean things on your page and bully you and stuff.
Alright, so do you think Facebook, like, changes the way we talk to each other now?
Yeah, like it changes like people's relationships in good and bad ways.
Yeah, how does it change it in good and bad ways?
Like if you had like something on Facebook and then someone commented on it and then that other person looked at it and was like, oh, that's rude, or hey, why'd they say that and stuff,
Yeah.
then like that would be like they would like be angry and like fight and like I don't know. It can just
A lot
start
of
fights.
arguments. Alright, well, thank you. Okay, so here's intro. Okay, so do you have Facebook? Okay, do you talk louder?
Yes, I do have a Facebook.
And do you like Facebook?
Yes.
Now, do you think it's good or bad?
Well, I think it's good, but like, I don't know, there's a lot of like cyberbullying, I guess.
Okay, so like, what age do you think people should start doing Facebook and stuff like that?
Around middle school, cause like, yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, oh my god. Thank you. Oh, can you record? Okay,
I'm not quite sure if this is just about Facebook or social networking, in general.
All of it in general.
Alright, so, hey Geneva. Basically, I want to talk to you about a little thing called FormSpring.
Oh.
Now, this is a social networking site, or otherwise known as let's sign on to see all the crap people say about me anonymously. This is kind of what our age has come into. You can say things and ask questions on other people's profiles without really putting that you said it. So it would be like, hey, you're really stupid, from Anonymous. You're like, wow, that kind of hurts my feelings. When it could be like your sister or your mom or something. I mean, it is very bad. B-A-double-D, bad. 2 Ds. Geneva, would you like to comment?
I agree with Luke.
Thank you for your accusation.
It wasn't an accusation. Luke, I would write good stuff on your FormSpring.
Thank you, Geneva. That makes me happy, I guess. But that is another thing. People also write good things, but mostly FormSpring is bad. So that's something that if you do not have one, do not get one. Is that the camera? Don't get one.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about Facebook. I don't actually have Facebook, so I guess not having one can be a positive because you're not involved in all the Facebook drama with all the dating people and whatnot. But also not having one is kind of a bad thing because you miss out on a lot of stuff. Geneva. You miss out on a lot of stuff that goes on and like invites to places, but I mean I'm pretty happy not having one, so.
It lags.
Okay, press stop.
In the future, we predict that social networking will evolve into both good and bad. The good is that we will have more face-to-face technology, although we will not be seeing the actual person. School will probably be held on video chat program. Good or bad, you decide. The bad is that childhood obesity will increase if things continue the way they're going. Kids will do almost everything virtually, leaving them lazy and obese.
So how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. What's going on?
Not much. Okay. So do you have a social networking membership?
Yeah, I do. I have a Facebook account.
How long have you had it?
I've, what, 2 years?
Yeah. So social networking is evolving really fast. So where do you think it'll be going in the next, I guess, 10 to 20 years, maybe even 50 years?
You know what? I see it going a long way because right now, I mean, it's pretty big, pretty major. Everybody has a Facebook account. Everybody is on Twitter. So really, to be totally honest, I think it's going to be far beyond Facebook and Twitter within the next 5 to 10 years. I cannot imagine where it's going to be. I can't imagine.
So do you think that human interaction, well, I guess like person to person, like real life person, do you think that that's going to be lost over the years? Like in the next 50 years, do you think that would be depleted?
It's sad. I hope not, but I mean, at the rate it's going, yeah, I mean, I can see it happening. But I hope not, because face-to-face human interaction is important. Uh, but at the rate that it's going, I mean, everybody likes to hide behind a camera nowadays and post videos on Facebook without having a confrontation on the spot. So, which is not good. So hopefully not, but I do see it leaning more towards that direction.
So can you tell me some of the positives and negatives of having a social networking account?
Well, the positives, I can tell you the positives. I mean, the good thing is that, hey, you can keep in touch with family, and you can share photos, you can share videos, and you can do things as far as that goes. But some of the negatives I think has everything to do with kids and the classroom and the bullying and stuff like that. I mean, you can really put people on blast on Facebook, which is not good. I mean, think about the suicides that happen because of a Facebook posting. So, I mean, it could be really serious, but I think everybody just has to keep things in perspective and say, hey, you know what? This is for communication only, you know, and keep the communication cool, you know. So, I don't know.
All right. Well, thank you for your interview.
Thank you.
All right. Do you have anything else besides Forbes Spring you want to talk about?
Well, hey Haley in the back.
Is this still recording?
Yes. I believe I'm done pretty much, and yeah, so goodbye, boys and girls.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
Alright, so do you have Facebook?
Yes.
Do you like it?
Yeah. A lot.
You like it a lot?
Mhm.
Why?
Because like you can talk to your friends and stuff, and you can creep on people.
Okay, so people use Facebook for creeping? So people use Facebook for creeping? Who do you creep on Facebook? Mine just is going on in front of my class. People?
Yeah, just.
So, what do you use Facebook for besides creeping?
Well, sometimes people will send me like messages. Can I my applesauce?
Yeah. So, I'm sure.
What Rachel said.
Okay, you can't say what she said.
Well, I guess, you know, sometimes when people are hanging out and they put it on Facebook, oh, I'm hanging out with these people and you're not invited, it just makes you feel bad. And you can't put this on. No, but I'm always the one who gets invited. I was just talking about other people.
Okay, so, do you think there's anything else that's bad about Facebook besides, like, not getting invited and making you feel bad?
I wasn't talking about me, I was talking about
Okay,
like, some of the other people. Like,
Yeah, I
Jen,
know.
if you were to feel bad.
Why would I feel
Because, say, Rachel's like, hey, so-and-so, hanging out with Geneva, my favorite person ever, and then you're like,
I'd be
oh,
hurt.
there's also that spammy stuff that, like,
Oh, yeah.
shows up on everything. Yeah, and, like, that
It's
just
impossible
really
to see
confuses
who
me.
viewed your profile. Never click it.
Here, would you like to be in it?
Wait, what is this,
This is
magical
for,
event?
This is for the interview for class that we have to do in English.
Okay, next.
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
was
put this in there
gonna
too.
do some
So,
amazing, awesome.
The point of this interview is to...
Explain social network.
Wait, you're not actually gonna put this on, are you?
Yeah, I am. Jordan.
Hi, I'm Geneva Warner, and I have a Facebook.
So, what do you like about Facebook?
I like that you can talk to people. And, communicate with people who live far away.
Yeah.
And,
That's it.
yeah,
Okay, so do you think Facebook is good or bad?
I think it...
God, you ruined it.